Hey everybody, Billy Mays here. Just kidding, it's your old buddy Slippery Slope here with Java tutorial number 15. And with this one, we're going to learn something really useful. If it wasn't, I wouldn't make a video, right? So here we go. Before we even start doing this stuff, we want to declare a variable. I know that may come as a big surprise to you. And we're going to make it of the short data type because we haven't really used that yet. Remember, BS, I love Fred Durst. What does that stand for? Byte, short, integer, long, float, double. Yay! Those are our primitive data types that we're using at the moment. And we want to do this, a switch. Notice it's a purple keyword because it's purple. It's a keyword. Or is it a keyword because it's purple? That might be a mystery that we're never going to solve. Why did I type this up? Because what a switch does is it allows you not to have to do this a bunch of times. If age equals 18, else. If age equals 19, else. If age equals else. If age equals purple like Barney the dinosaur. Well, that doesn't even make sense because that's not a number, among other reasons why that doesn't make sense. But instead of having to do all of that, which you could do something like that, you could do some nested ifs, which I'll show you in the future, we could just do a little something else. Well, let's say we're designing a program for people in their late teens into their really early 20s. We want to see if they're old enough to drink or if they're old enough to drive. Well, in some states, 16, 17, that sort of thing. But let's just pretend that 18 is the driving age. Well, in the switch statement, we're going to have a case, and we're going to declare it as 18. Do you drive yet? I mean, you're 18. You could drive, maybe if you could afford to. In this economy, that's a good question. And at the end of this, we have a break. What does this all do? Well, maybe I should draw the rest of the cases up. You know, like the Ace Attorney video game series, if you ever played those. And then we'll worry about what this all means. Case 19. 19, double parentheses, have double vision. You're barely a teenager. Teenage wasteland. Case 20. System.out.println. Welcome to the swinging 20s, where we listen to cool jazz and free jazz and stuff. Yeah. Case 21. Yeah, you don't want to do that. System.out.println. This bud's for you, because now you'd be old enough to drink. Not that I'm saying you should drink. Drinking is not good for you. And, yeah, then we put in this at the end. What are you? You don't fit any of these options. Are you an alien or something, dude? Okay. Now you've just looked over all of that. You're like, dude, Slip, you just typed up a bunch of stuff without explaining any of it. Do you hate us or something? No, I would never do that. I'm incapable of feeling hate. And besides, you guys are cool. 18, 19, 20, 21. All of these cases reflect potential options that our program is interested in. And if they type up something that we're not interested in, say they typed up 24, they would be directed to the default. What this default means is it means you typed up an answer that we're not looking for and we did not expect. So, what are you? Who are you? Are you human? It asked me that question again. Is there any... Don't show me this message again. Yes. Yes, we did it. And, um, so now we know what a default is. Now we know what a case is all about. And these 18, 19, so on are case expressions. So what does this mean, break? Well, it's a word that's used a lot in nu metal songs, but what it also means is break out of this switch statement. Break out of the evaluation. This get out of this whole switch thingamabobber. Don't just keep running. Otherwise, the program, well, it falls through. So let's say you're 18. Do you drive yet? Oh, okay. Well, we're going to keep moving on anyway, down the list. And that would just be silly. Now, we declared a variable as 21 because we're not interested in user input in this tutorial. No offense to all the wonderful users out there, but let's run it and see what happens. This bud's for you. Well, that makes sense because the case expression is 21. Our integer that we're testing with this switch statement is also age, which is age. So yeah, as you may have guessed, if we switch it to 18, we'll get the print line associated with the 18 case expression. Do you drive yet? Do you drive yet? Perfect. One last thing we're going to go over is what if we decided we're 120 years old, because that would just be really cool and really respectable. Maybe if you like take fish oil pills every day. And what are you? You're so old and that's so awesome, but that's just something we weren't expecting. So yeah, this is a clever little program. I'm sure you guys can figure out why it's useful instead of typing up a bunch of if statements or doing something like that. So yeah, if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Slippery Slope signing out. Peace.